Here we go.
Ho ho! Celtic.
Ha ha! Chugun song signed for Celtic or Rangers. No. Anyway, who are we going to put up front? This is our combined 11. Big game this weekend in the Scottish League Cup final. It's going to be Celtic and Rangers. And a little fun fact, these teams have only met 4 times in the Scottish League Cup final since the millennium, which 4 times is 4 times, but out of a possible 22 occasions, it does seem a little...
2019, 2011, when was the other ones before then? Can you think?
I don't know, but my point is, I mean, for the dominance that Celtic Rangers have in Scottish football, I think you would maybe have expected them to compete and contest more finals, especially considering they seem to have luck when it comes to avoiding each other until the final. No, yeah, they probably... I don't get me wrong, I think they have met in quite a lot of semis and stuff like that, but let's be real, it's not very often they get each other beforehand.
The COVID season they did.
That season didn't count.
I can't remember if it was the quarters of the last 16, but Rangers won 2-0. Anyway, goalkeeping position.
Well, before we get into the goalkeeping position, there is some news, and apparently Chugun Song is closer to signing to Rangers at the end of the season than he is Celtic.
Says who?
Says his agent.
This is the same guy who was told by his teammates to stay.
Aye, well, he said he wants to leave. He just wanted to stay till the end of the summer. But he said he's leaving. Also, there's a little debate here about yellow cards. Apparently, Rangers average a yellow card every 5 fouls, whereas Celtic this season are averaging a yellow card every 17 fouls, and the conspiracy is out on that. So before we pick our combined 11, what's your thoughts on the whole yellow card situation?
I mean, it's not like it's 3 or 4 more. I mean, that's what, 12 more? That's fucking mad. That's a mad statistic. But again...
What I would argue is I think Celtic control games more. I think Rangers are probably having to defend more. I think Rangers are more highly contested games, and therefore I think it's more likely that when Rangers commit fouls, they're more likely to be yellow card offences. Now, that's not me trying to make light of the situation. I'm just trying to figure out why it could be that high.
1 in 17? No, that's very, very... I understand your logic, but that's
true. I'm just saying, though, like Celtic seem to dominate possession. The other teams don't really get the ball that much.
I'd say there must be a team in between Rangers and Celtic.
Well, it could be. I'm just letting you know what the yellow cards is.
Well, we're talking about 1 in 5. Let's talk about 1 in 6. Who is your 1 in 6 in nets?
I think by default I'm probably going to have to go Joe Hart, even though I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
And I think he's massively overrated. I can't pick Robbie McCrory because he's no played. I can't pick Al McGregor because he's about 60 years old. I can't pick John McLaughlin because he's
55 years old.
He makes fucking mistakes every time he plays. I haven't seen Seagrass since he joined Celtic. I don't know where he is. I thought Scott Bain was dead. So by default, I've kind of got to go with Joe Hart. He's the best of a bad bunch.
Head and shoulders, Joe Hart. Right, left back.
There's no Sander Clark, that's for sure. Is that no right back?
Nah, that's what I mean, right back.
Fucking jobber.
Well, I don't know, is it? Because there's Barisic. Anyway, right, who's your right back?
Well, it has to be the man that's got all the stats in his favour, doesn't it?
Who's that, Anthony Ralston?
Nah, I was thinking more along the lines that, well, he's not there.
Tavernier.
Aye, that's the one.
There he is, James Tavernier. I agree with that. If Juranovic was still here, would he get it?
Not based on his last Old Firm performance, no.
Is Alistair Johnson did anything to get in this debate, or is it always going to be Tav? Like earlier on this season, I think Tav was nowhere near this, but he's near it now.
I haven't seen enough of Johnson, to be honest. I haven't really watched many Celtic games since he signed.
Fair enough. But you did say, though, he seemed like he fit it in seamlessly. Juranovic doesn't need it.
Well, I think that's true. Have Celtic really missed Juranovic?
Not really, but he scored for Union Berlin. And guess what?
Tonight,
he beat Bassi.
Oh,
they're obsessed. He beat Bassi.
The battle of the Old Firm players that went for a lot of money. Wait, what was that?
Juranovic went for a tenner.
Shite.
Right, his centre-back partner, are we going to put CC3 beside him, or are we going to put someone else beside him? Because I think Carter Vickers is nailed on.
Right, well... Probably just have to be Connor Goldson, doesn't it?
Is it?
Well, I don't like Starfelt. I think Starfelt's shit. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Well, that's the way I'm going to look at it, right?
I don't know. I'm really.
See if you put Goldson and Carter Vickers as your two centre backs compared to like Starfelt and whoever's partners in like Davies, fucking come on, it's night and day.
And I haven't seen enough of Kobayashi, so I don't really.
Yeah, right. We're
Is he any good? I don't
Carter
know.
Goldson. We're going to put Cameron Carter Vickers. It's pretty much the same team that I've picked so far. Left back. Who are we going for?
I think Borna Barisic has improved lately.
So would you put him in?
No,
Is it Greg Taylor?
I think it is Craig
Fuck
Taylor.
me, it's just, I mean, I wasn't going to complain actually if we put Barisic in, but it's Greg Taylor, guys. So we are 3 Celtic, 2 Rangers. Who are you feeling for that midfield? Who do you want in the pivot member?
Well, I mean, I think so far we've got a nice wee balance here. Obviously, you can only pick one goalkeeper, but you know the defence is balanced perfectly with Rangers on the right side, Celtic on the left side. I feel like when we get into the midfield, though, it's going to change a wee bit. I don't think there'll be much blue in my midfield, but we'll see.
There could be.
There could be.
There could be. Who's it for? Who are you going for?
Well, I think the first name on the team sheet is going to have to be Cal McGregor. Like,
Callum McGregor, where is he? Big man, there he is.
I think it has to be Cal McGregor. And unfortunately,
Is he the best midfielder in the country?
one of them.
Right, no, it's funny. Hattati did a bit of skill. He nutmegged an Aberdeen guy, and they're marking it. They're like, holy fuck, this guy's the best player in the league.
He's overrated, isn't he? Fuck's sake.
No, I like it. I think Hattati's a really good technical player,
Well, I'm
right?
glad you said that because he's the next name on my team sheet.
No, right, but he went to my team, right? But does no one watch Tillman? Tillman does the exact same thing. And see this bit of skill they kept replaying on Twitter, right? He tried to nutmeg him first of all, and the Aberdeen guy wins the ball, boots it off Hattati, then he does a bit of skill and then nutmegs the guy. It's not like it's clean. It's very sloppy for Hattati, but again, I still think he warrants a place in the team. And you know what? Could have put that guy at right back. He did pretty good at right back.
Could have. He's had a wee spell. Fuck, he scored 2 goals for right back.
He did.
Right.
Other midfield position. I mean, in terms of who we could potentially put in here from a Rangers point of view, Arfield, no. Cantwell, not enough of him. Hadji, just back. Jack, not really up to it. Kamara, no. Lowry, given no time. Lundstrom, very slack. Now, I made a case for Raskin in mine, but he's literally played 2 games.
Is there any reason why Tillman's not an option for midfield?
Because alright, he is an option for midfield, but in mine, I put him up front.
Aye, but is he an option here?
Do you want to put him in, or do you think Aaron Moy's more worthy of Tillman?
Well, see, I could see why Moy could go in, but here's the thing: I feel like Tillman's got to be in this team.
But he won't be in it if we don't put him in the front 3.
Yeah, and I think I can think of other options for my front 3. So I think Tillman's got to go in here.
Fair enough.
But if I don't put him in here, I need to put him in the front 3, and then it means someone's missing out. So,
the team's different. Ew.
so I'm going to put Tillman in there. Right, now we move on to the front 3, and this is where it gets controversial.
You want to make a tag team match player?
So I think we should go with probably the least controversial option, which is down the middle. And I think you've got to go with Kyogo.
Alright.
Well, there you go.
Nah, I'm joking. Right, Kyogo through the middle. Boom.
On the left, I'll go with Ryan Kent.
Nay, right, well, let's discuss who. Right, Abada, no.
Well, no, because I want to discuss that for my next pick.
Abada? On the right?
What? Well, left or right doesn't matter.
Honestly.
Look, I think we should pick Ryan Kent, then we can discuss who gets in last.
I think Yotta's had a shit season.
Right, well, I think you're stealing the thunder here.
Right,
I'll
pick Ryan Kent. Right, your last pick, right?
Right,
Anyway, I think Yotta's had a shit season.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of people are going to say, right, this is where you have to pick Yotta. I don't think this is where you pick Yotta, because I think, like you said, I think Yotta has been very underwhelming.
See, apart from his goal against Rangers in the 4-0 and his free kick against Real Madrid, what's he actually done?
For me, he's done nothing. That's why my final pick would be Dyson Maeda.
Maeda's been better, right? Haksabanovic has been better. And I would say to a degree Abada's been better because he's just not as rated as highly.
When I think of Celtic players that have underperformed this season, I think of Yotta, I think of O'Reilly. Who else do I think
Like,
of?
Yotta seemed like a massive deal when they signed him in the summer, but see looking now, if Jota went, would it affect Celtic? No, of course it wouldn't. There's way more other players in that team that would affect them, rather than Jota.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Dyson Maeda.
I'm going to go with Maeda. You know, had a really good...
Haven't seen enough of young Goose, so, but what I will say is, I'd probably pick...
Actually, you know what? Matt O'Reilly has not been that good this season.
Did I not just say that? I said him and Jota been...
Oh, did you?
But a player that I think can be a little bit upset about missing out in this team, Fashion Sakala. Especially if you're basing it on the way he played against the last Old Firm, so, I mean... Who knows? Who knows? Wonder how I could. Can I switch Maeda with Kent and stick Sakala on the right? Or can you not do that? Or is Kent earned the spot?
Oh, nah, Sakala doesn't know the offside rule.
I'll tell you what, Morelos is beginning to score goals lately. I don't think you can make a case for putting him over Kyogo, but if you're playing two up front, like, for me, I'd probably go with Kyogo and Morelos if it was two up front.
I think it would work very well, but who's borrowing who's kit? That's the thing.
I tell you what, Cholak's went after the Boyle. I know he's been injured and hasn't really played a lot, but I don't think Beale is a big fan of Cholak.
All these people saying if Kamaru was fit, he'd be the best striker in the league, and he'd be nowhere near in the league. He'd get a big move. What the fuck are they smoking?
What have they seen to justify saying that?
No, it's not like he's like I said in the Fed where he's out for the final. I said. It's not like he's Jack Wilshere, who like literally injuries killed his career.
Yeah.
He's a guy. There's a difference between injuries killing your career and hampering your career. And I like Roof. I think he's a good striker, but he's not better than Morelos.
No, he's not.
You see, at the end of the day, people can say he's injured in his fitness. Morelos has had fitness issues since March last year when he got injured against fucking Dortmund.
Right, okay.
Yeah, my point is, he actually plays through the injuries.
I'm glad you had a point, right, okay.
I think Roof's a bit of a shite bag. Anytime he goes down, that's him out for 3 months. Anyway, thoughts on that team? You think you could maybe stick Morelos in a two up top?
I think that's a team that would win the Premier League.
The Barclays?
No, the Scottish.
Alright, very good. Anyway, till next time. Peace.